What's up, everyone? It's Tyler from House of Cards TCG, and just got done with the Philly Regional. We did pretty well with the deck. I had a couple losses, and those losses came to Despia, and that was honestly because I had the worst hands against Despia that I had all day against that one match. And then I lost also to a Sword Soul Game 3. So it was a really good Philly Regional. I had a blast. I piloted Springans. Springans was and did a fantastic job for me. I'm super excited for March 10th when Ancient Fairy Dragon comes off the ban list and we're able to pilot it with the Ancient Fairy Dragon. I do think that the Adventure Engine is a little clunky in the deck, and I'm excited to cut some of those bricks out of the deck. So I'm really excited. I will bring you the deck profile and my small first turn combo at the end of the video. The first turn combo, nobody ever was able to break it. When I full comboed, everybody scooped. It was an instant win. So you just got to get the full combo out. People scoop. Dark Ruler's not in the format right now, so we can take that to our advantage. And the deck piloted very well. It does take a little bit of knowledge and experience of the deck, like for example, knowing the different interactions that you can do, as well as knowing that it's basically a Zeus Turbo going second, because it's so easy to get Zeus out, so easy to OTK in this deck, and utilizing the different things that you have in this deck to your advantage. Naturia Exterio is a broken card. And then, of course, going first, being able to Fossil Dyna, lock them, which prevents them from being able to even Lava Golem you on their turn. So there's a lot with this deck that I'm excited to bring to you so you can check it out. I did miss Ash and Imperm in the deck, and I'm hoping that with Ancient Fairy Dragon coming off the ban list, I'm able to add hand traps back into the deck and cut the adventure package. So if you're looking to pilot this deck right now, you can do it with the adventure engine, but if you're looking for more budget, wait no further, trust me, soon I'll be doing a deck profile updated without the adventure engine and utilizing Ancient Fairy Dragon to now get to our field spell, which is really important in this deck. So I appreciate everybody watching. Go ahead and check out the deck profile, it's coming up, and make sure to like and subscribe, because we truly appreciate everyone that's been pushing our channel as we try to do our best to bring you the most competitive versions of these decks and also increase our editing to make it more entertaining for you. So enjoy, and let's jump right into the deck profile. Okay, let's dive into this deck profile. So starting off, I played 2 of the field spell. A lot of builds have 3. I felt like I wanted to play more Springans cards because Springans interacts with the field spell. So what the field spell does is you can activate it, and then you can discard a Springans card from your hand and special summon the Merrymaker or the Explorer from your extra deck. And that's basically a way to just quickly bring out the extra deck monster. This card is broken, especially when you're going into the grind game, because this card plus a Springans card in your hand, which you're able to do a lot with the Rocky and with the Champion Sargus with bouncing back to hand. This card is basically just a 3 summon Zeus, because you can special out Merrymaker, attach all your Springans monsters with different names from the grave to that Merrymaker, overlay Sargus, battle, and you can even search Regulus with Sargus, battle, overlay Zeus, that you can have like 3 wipes. At one time I had 3 wipes with the Zeus, so definitely really good with the field spell. I do play 1 terraforming. You could, I guess, practically say that you could just play a 3rd field spell, but in my side deck, I have Thrust. So since I have Thrust in my side deck, I want to go ahead and keep the 1 terraforming. I play 2 Springans Booty. So Springans Booty is a reason why I don't play 3 field spell, because this card, basically what it does is you activate it, and then you can use the effect to tribute this card, and then you can, I guess it's tribute, or send this face-up card to the graveyard, and then you get to activate a field spell. Now, here's something that's really funny. With things like Griffin, or things that negate activations like Baron, I guess maybe Baron's not a good example. I'm trying to think of what example came up. It came up with Plunder with the Griffin. So I activated Booty, he didn't respond with Griffin. I used the effect of Booty to send this card to the graveyard to then activate the field spell. He can't respond with Griffin to any of that because he missed his timing. By when I activated Booty was his chance to respond with Griffin. So then I went ahead and activated the Booty's effect. He couldn't Griffin negate it. Brought out the field spell. The field spell is now activated, so I can use the effect of the field spell to then bring out a Springans XYZ, overlay Sargus, battle, make Zeus, and he couldn't negate it. And I wiped his board basically because he forgot to, negate this card when I activated it, because it's a continuous spell. So when I activated it, he didn't activate Griffin, so I was able to make Zeus. One of the most broken cards in this deck, I thought was Tally Ho. Tally Ho is broken, however, this card I think is better than Tally Ho. The reason why
One, it adds the field spell. So you can activate Springans Watch. If you don't have the gold Golgonda, you can add the field spell to hand. If you do, though, this card will then allow you to go ahead and search a Springans monster, which a lot of times is Rocky or whatever you need. And then you can Foolish a Springans monster, which can be Brenga, it can be Sargus, it can be whatever you need. Sometimes I would Foolish Sargus just to get Merrymaker up 500 attack because Sargus has that ability if I ran out of Champion Sargus, obviously. But Springans Watch is absolutely insane. And a lot of times at end phase, I will use Brenga to search. I'll use Brenga, banish a kit along with it, and then I'll search these Springans Watch because Springans Watch is just that good. It has so much utility with the field spell and with being able to add a Springans monster that this is what I'll use for my follow-up at the end phase. Then I'm going to play 3 Tally-Ho Springans. This is a Soul Charge Rhoda. So what it does is it allows you to search the Springans monster and detach material up to 3. And then you can special summon Springans from your hand or graveyard up to the amount of material that you detached. This card is obviously huge in our combo, but it also has another effect which you can use either or effect once per turn. You can't do both, but you can actually detach a material from any XYZ on the field, even your opponents. So something that can come up with this is you can use the Springans detached from Shangri-La, and then Shangri-La won't have any material and it can now be destroyed by card effects. So this card actually allowed me to detach from Shangri-La, and then I was able to pop with any of the cards that we have. Could pop the Shangri-La and get rid of it because it doesn't have any material. Absolutely good card. I saw another Springans card, so you can actually use the field spell, discarding this card, and then you can go ahead and make the Merrymaker, and you can still use that to detach a material if Champion Sargus, the overlay. You could use the Tally-Ho Springans engrave, detach Merrymaker from Champion Sargus from the overlay. Champion Sargus triggers to now bounce a card on the field. And you did that in 2 so it's just crazy the interactions that you can have with this deck as you start to learn it. For the Springans monsters, I play Rocky. Rocky allows you to go ahead and, when it's summoned, you can add a Gold Golgonda or a Springans monster from your graveyard back to your hand. A lot of time I'll target Brenga, or I'll target, if there is one play, I think I had Twin Twisters. It was I used Twin Twisters, discarded my Gold Golgonda, and then I normal summoned Rocky. Rocky add back my Gold Golgonda. So my Twin Twisters basically had no recourse with the discard because I was able to Rocky add back. So a lot of people forget that this card adds the field spell as well. So Rocky's really good, obviously. I play 2 Brothers. Brothers' main effect is it allows you to, when it's sent to the graveyard from your hand or the deck, you can then special summon a Springans monster from your graveyard. So a lot of times in the combo, you can do this, or if you need to get into the rank 4, the Brothers will bring out a Rocky or a Kit. You can get their effects, and then you can still normal summon, make a rank 4, even if you don't have the field spell. I only play 1 Brenga, and I play 1 Captain Sargus. Brenga is really good, but it's not good enough to have 2. I definitely liked it at 1. It's good because, spoiler, I play the Kit package, which is Branded in High Spirits and Kit. Brenga is really good with Branded in High Spirits because you can reveal Brenga, and then you can discard it and search another Kit. And I'm going to show you the combo in this video and go over how all that works. Captain Sargus, I don't summon all the time. However, if I don't open the adventure engine and I need to get into a different line of play, so when I don't open the adventure engine, I need to summon Regulus for my 5th summon. It's a different line of play than the rest of than if I open the adventure engine with full combo. So with that, this can be special summoned at the end phase off a sprint, and then when material is when you have an XYZ, you can activate on your opponent's turn. He'll detach a material from an XYZ you control and bounce a card, which a lot of times will trigger your Captain Sargus. He does come up to occasionally the gain of 500 attack comes up, which you can attach it to Springans XYZ and it gains 500 attack. So that sometimes comes up. He's just another name. It also provides you with another material because if you go Rocky, Brothers, Brenga, and Sargus, that's 4. You overlay Merrymaker, and then you go Captain Sargus, that's 6. Then you could go Zeus with a 3 wipe. So Sargus is important for another name because it attaches and it gives you a 3 wipe Zeus. I do play 3 Kit. The reason why I like Kit in this deck is because Kit is also 1 card full combo. You can normal summon Kit, search Branded in High Spirits, activate Branded in High Spirits. That allows you to then grab another Kit. You can special summon it, go Merrymaker, Merrymaker effect Foolish, and you basically can full combo. If you open Tally-Ho Springans, you overlay Captain Sargus, that's summon number 4, grab Regulus, and then Regulus can go ahead and equip the machine that you sent from your hand. So Kit is one card. If you open Kit without the adventure package, you can still one card combo with Kit and still go with Regulus on the 5th summon. And I'll show you those 2 different combos. With that, of course, the 1 Braided and High Spirits. And then for the Adventure Engine, play 3 Enchantress, 2 Right, 1 Faithful, 1 Griffin, 1 Draco back. Now, I will say this. If you're getting into this deck, the Adventure Engine is really good. But as you can see, there are a lot of bricks in this deck. When the engine pops, it pops. And this deck is really good. But given that there's a lot of bricks in this deck, I will say that I'm working on a new combo line that's going to involve Ancient Fairy Dragon when it comes out March 10th. So if you're on a budget, I am looking at an Ancient Fairy Dragon line to be able to cut this package, because even though I do feel this package is insanely good, I do feel like the bricks sometimes are too much. So I'm probably going to be March 10th eliminating this package. But I will say a lot of the matches that I won were because I was able to play through Nib. Having Griffin there on summon 5 is imperative, and when you don't open the Tally Ho Springans, that you can't grab the Regulus instead, or you don't open the right hand. I will say that having this as your 5th summon negate to negate Nib would save me and have me win a lot of games. So for now, Adventure Engine is good in this deck. Probably won't be going after March 10th though, going after that. So the 1-ofs in the deck, I play 1 Cyberstein, obviously searchable with Jirgai X, and then you can go ahead and special with Platinum Gadget and brings out the Nautirio Exterio. The 1 Regulus, and I do play the 1 Dynapachio, Pachysophaio, whatever it is, right? So fun combo. My combos turn 1 is basically like an FTK. Usual inboard is things like Platinum Gadget IP with Nautirio Exterio, and then you have the Adventure Griffin with the Adventure Token, and then you don't have to use your normal summon in this deck. So you're gonna normal out the Pachio, and basically your opponent can't Lava Golem you. So Lava Golem was all over this regional. It was insane. And when you normal summon that, they have to try to waste their battle phase, which is giving you another turn. So not only does it waste their battle phase, but then they have to have a normal summon monster that they can bring out that doesn't involve any spells, because you have Nautirio Exterio too. So you can negate all their spells while they're trying, and they have to get to a normal summon monster to beat over this with 1200 attack, waste their battle phase just to get into their main phase 2. If they do that, unless nobody broke my board first, so I'm just gonna full transparency. When I full comboed, nobody broke my board. If they did break your board, you still have your Golgoganda, which brings out, because the follow-up that you have in this deck, you have the Golgoganda brings out Merrymaker, goes into a Zeus Turbo. So deck is really good. Again, these are all 1 cards. These are really good. For consistency, play Prod of Prosperity. Need that. You got to dig for the different cards that you need. So Prosperity comes in. And then for my tech choices, playing 3 Talents, because Talents is just broken in this deck. And 3 Lava Golem, because you don't have to do your normal summon. So when you go second, you can just Lava Golem them. You can dig for cards, different things like that. So that is the main deck. Like I said, deck is really good. It was very consistent. It was fun to play today. For the extra deck, play IP with a Platinum Gadget. These are the Link 2s. That's for your first turn combo. I play 1 Appaloosa that you can go into with the IP. So if they beat over your Fossil Dyna, then you go into main phase 2. You can go ahead and do your IP and make Appaloosa with these 2. So I understand only has 1600 attack as 2 negates, but they've already wasted their battle phase beating over your Dyna. So now you have infinite spell and trap negates on top of a 2 negate Appaloosa with the Griffin. So it's still like a lot of, that's why nobody can beat this board going when you go first. Underworld Goddess, this comes in clutch, especially against Kashtira. You wait for them to overlay, and then you can just go ahead and just get rid of the Rise Heart or get rid of the Shangri-La. So you just sit and you just wait, and as soon as they don't activate any monster effects, and then as soon as they go into Shangri-La or Rise Heart, IP link it away. Gear Giant next to search a machine monster. Gallant Granite is going to search your Fossil Dyna. And then I played 3 Merrymakers. Realistically, you could probably go to 2. In testing, it came up a couple times where I wanted 3 in the grind match. But realistically, you could probably cut this to 2, so that leaves you with a flex spot. I'm probably still going to leave it at 3. I was worried about Kashtira ripping the extra deck. This card is very important in this deck, and especially if you only have 1, and if it gets banished or something, like the Plunder monster that banishes, you're definitely going to want a 3rd copy. So there's no harm in playing a 3rd copy. I played 2 Champion Sargus. This card's broken. Searches a Therion or a Springans spell card. Therion or Springans card. And a lot of times too, in follow-up, you can go into Sargus search Regulus. So if you burn your Griffin, or if you don't have access to the Griffin because they got rid of your Faithful, or you Zeus wiped it, you can just overlay Sargus search Therion Regulus, Regulus summon, and then you still have that Omni negate. So he's really good in the follow-up. Even if you don't bring out Regulus from the gate with your first combo, you being able to search Regulus in the follow-up or in your turn, 2, still really good in this deck. 2 Zeus because it's Zeus Turbo, and then Sprint for Branded and High Spirits. This allows you to special summon or add a Springans monster at the end phase. So a lot of times this is part of my follow-up where I'll add the Springans Rocky, and then so I'm bouncing the Golgonda with the Champion Sargus in my first combo, and then Sprint is going to add me a Rocky. So if my board gets broken or anything happens, I am instantly starting my next turn off with Golgonda, activate, discard Rocky, Merrymaker, boom, go into Zeus Turbo. And then of course the Beast, Naturio Exterio, it's the FTK. I love that card so much. So that's the extra deck. Getting into the side deck, I played 1 Thrust. That's all I had. That's all we really got. Shane took 3 because he really wanted it in his Despia deck. I took 1. So I only played 1 Thrust. Talents is still insane. Talents is actually broken. So I still like maining 3 Talents. I might bump this to 2. I don't know if I need 3 of this card going second, but it was good. It bricked. It honestly could even come out going second, but obviously, searching right, searching Terraforming, searching some other cards like Spring and Watch is really important in this deck. So I had some applications. I have 2 Twin Twisters and a Harpy. I fully expected Labyrinth to be huge in this meta, so I went ahead and just sided some big removal. And then I put in Lightning Storms for Sword Soul, for Despia, for some other matchups. The reason why I like Lightning Storm over Evenly is because, again, we don't want to waste our battle phase because we can make Zeus so easily. So I went with Lightning Storms over the Evenlies. And then, of course, the Broken Dimensional Barrier. If I had more access to this card, I would play it. You could play Trap Trick to get to it. This card just stops Despia, stops Sword Soul, does so much. So this card is absolutely insane. And then 3 Sphere Mode, because again, you don't need a normal summon. So when you go second against Kashtira, you have 3 Lava Golem, 3 Sphere Mode. Or if you go second against other decks that combo off and put up a lot of bodies, you have that. I didn't want to main it. I want to put it in the side. And then one card that really worked well for me was Droll and Lockbird. So this was for Despia, because Despia now all of a sudden searches infinitely, and it's insane, along with a lot of other decks. So Droll actually came in well. Droll stops Despia, so I would definitely highly consider playing Droll. So that is the side deck. Now let's just dive into maybe some combos. All right, guys. So basically what I want to just show you is what happens when you open up the Adventure engine along with your Springans engine, of course. So we're just going to draw 2 cards, which that's fine. This is okay. So what we're going to do is obviously we're going to go with our Adventure engine first. So we're going to put these over. We're going to activate Right. Right's going to go ahead and bring out our token. And then we go ahead and brings out the Faithful Adventurer from our deck. So bring out Faithful. And then we're going to go ahead and activate the Faithful Adventurer. That's going to allow us to search for a Griffin. And then we're going to go ahead and discard a card. So we can just go ahead and discard our Lava Golem. Then we can go ahead and special summon out our Griffin. That's going to trigger the Faithful Adventurer. And that's going to allow us to go ahead and get our Draco back. So from here, we have our Omni Negate set up. So now we can go ahead and activate our field spell. And then we can go ahead and activate our Springans Watch. So Springans Watch will add us our Rocky. And then we'll go ahead and we will send our Brenga. And now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and activate our field spell. Field spell will then discard our Rocky and it'll bring out a Merrymaker. We're going to use Merrymaker's effect, and that's going to go ahead and Foolish. We're going to go ahead and Foolish out our Brothers. And then we're going to go ahead and use Brothers and Rocky's effect to attach itself underneath the Merrymaker. Now we're going to go ahead and overlay our Merrymaker for our Champion Sargus. We're going to use Champion Sargus's effect, and that's going to search us out our Tally-Ho Springans. We're now going to activate Tally-Ho Springans, detaching 3 materials, and that's going to allow us to add a kit. Now what we do is we're going to go ahead and special summon out Brother. We're going to special summon out Rocky, and then we're going to go ahead and special summon out Kit. Now what we're going to do here, the chain links are important. We're going to do chain link 1, Kit, chain link 2, Rocky. Rocky can go ahead and bring back the Brenga. So we're going to target Brenga Engrave. Chain link 3, Champion Sargus is going to target the Golgonganda. We're going to bounce Golgonganda back to our hand, bounce Brenga back to our hand, and then Springans Kit is going to go ahead and search us out, our Branded in High Spirits. We're going to put a card back, so we're going to go ahead and put back our Draco back. Now what we do is we can go ahead and activate Branded in High Spirits, revealing the Brenga, and then we can go ahead and send Sprend from our extra deck to our graveyard, and we're going to discard the Brenga to search us out another Kit. From here, you want to go ahead and overlay the Rocky and the Brother for Geargine X. You're going to activate the effect, and that's going to search you out a Cyberstein. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and activate the effect of Kit to summon. You're going to overlay these two for a Gallant Granite. And then you're going to go ahead and activate the Gallant Granite's effect. And that is going to go ahead and search you out the Fossil Dyna. Now what you do is you're going to go ahead and take the Champion Sargus and the Geargine X, bring out Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget effect is going to bring out Cyberstein. You're going to activate Cyberstein's effect, paying 5,000 life points, bringing out an Ontario Exterio. You're going to link Gallant Granite and Cyberstein for an IP, and then you're going to go ahead and normal summon out Fossil Dyna. Now at the end phase, you can go ahead and add yourself another Springans from your Sprint effect. So you can go ahead and add yourself another Rocky. Now why is this important? So you have an Omni Negate with Griffin, you have a Fossil Dyna so they can't special summon, and then you have IP. If they do battle over this, you go into Appaloosa, you take these two if they battle over your Fossil Dyna, and then you go into Appaloosa for 2 negates, infinite spell and trap negates. So this is obviously a really insane inboard. It's just broken. It beats Kashtira, it beats a lot of decks, and then your follow-up, so if somehow, some way, I don't know, let's just say nobody did it, but they hypothetically beat your board, you still, for turn, Prosperity, have Golganda. You activate Golganda. Get rid of that. You discard the Rocky that you searched. You also have Springan's Booty that you can discard for this effect if you want to save that. You can go ahead and make Merrymaker. If you even want to, you can go Merrymaker effect. And this is so you can make another rank 4 if you want to. Bring out Brothers. Brothers is going to go ahead and activate, specialing out the Rocky. Rocky effect can add Brothers back to hand. And then this will allow you to normal summon and make another Merrymaker. If this one gets stopped, let's say they banish this or they do something to out that. Now you have this Merrymaker. You can still use the effect of Brenga. And if you have Champion Sargus, you can go ahead and attach that. And then you can go ahead and overlay for this Champion Sargus. Sargus effect is going to activate. And sometimes this was enough to win games. You grab Regulus, you go battle phase, you attack. You can overlay for Zeus, activate Zeus effect, and you would obviously want to detach your Brenga because it has an effect in the grave to search with your Rocky. Wipe the board, Regulus effect, target, doesn't matter, any one of your machines. You can just go ahead and target your Platinum Gadget here. And now you still have an Omni Negate with a 2-wipe Zeus. So this deck is absolutely insane. It's very fun to pilot and to go into. So like I said, we're going to be looking at some changes come March 10th with Ancient Fairy Dragon. But for now, this has been Tyler with House of Cards TCG, signing out.